Hello. Today's Focus 15 or tonight or whenever you're joining in with us is based on energizing. So we do a lot of things in yoga and we talk about calming down and relieving stress and kind of dropping out. But, sometimes we need something to kind of pep us up a little bit. So I wanted to do an energizer, and our energizer is to give us some energy and to maybe give us a little extra oomph to get through whatever we're going through. And yoga can be used, like I said, to calm down, but it can also be used to stimulate our body and help us feel a little bit better about moving forward. So glad you could join us. This workout, this Focus 15, is called Energizer. So we talk about how we can use yoga to calm down. We can also use yoga to stimulate our body and to give us some energy to go forward. So I love working out in the morning. You might like to work out in the evening, but I love that energy boost that I get. So Energizer, we're going to have a lot of head below the heart. We're going to have a lot of changes in our breathing pattern, and this should give us energy moving forward. So we're going to start out with sun salutation. You're going to see some of these elements that you've done with me before if you're working out with me, but sometimes the patterns change and then we get different results. That's what's always important to take from yoga teachers that are really certified. I studied for over 10 years before I got my first certification, and I was lucky enough to get to train with many, many different teachers. I didn't just go for a weekend plan or even a 1-month plan. I studied for years so that I understood sequencing and how it can work on our body. But if you'll come with me, we're going to put our feet a little closer together. You want to feel stable, so they don't have to be touching. As long as you feel comfortable, that's going to be good enough. Sun salutation done correctly works every muscle, every major muscle group in the body. So I'm going to put my feet kind of close. I'm going to press the palms of my hands together into Namaste, pulling my hips a little bit forward, and I'm going to dive down and lift up super tall, lengthening the spine. Step back just a little bit, and then I'm going to have a swan dive forward. Head drops down. I'm going to bring my hands up to my shins, but you can go to your thighs, block, or floor, and back down, bending the knees, carving through space as I come up. I'm going to go way, 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 way back and up, and I'm going to float those hands down. Now remember, if you're on medication for blood pressure, every time you take your head below your heart, you could have a little dizziness. Take a couple of breaths, make sure that clears, and I hope that you've been cleared by your doctor, okay? Let's do another one of those. Down, lifting up, opening the heart, stretching the spine as tall as you can. Swan dive forward. So remember, I can stop right here at my shins. I can go to a block. I can go all the way down to the floor. It doesn't matter. And back up. And I said shins and touched my thighs. That's my life. And down. You can brace on your legs anywhere you want to. And shoulders down. And I'm going to lift way back. And back up. And I'm going to float those arms gently down, making sure my pelvis stays forward. Yeah, these thighs that I called shins, you can just stop on your legs anywhere you want. Sorry, that's me. Hands pressed together and down, lifting way up, saluting the sun, swan diving forward, down, halfway up, hello, back down, bending the knees, supporting the spine, carving through space as you come up. Shoulders come down. You're going to lift back again and back up, and slowly float those arms down, intentionally moving the entire body. So we want to try to stay away from the old sun sal where we're just kind of flinging around. We want to actually move isometrically so that more muscles are engaged in that. So when those arms come down, I'm actually controlling the speed they come down, not just flopping them down, so that I can make the most of that exercise for my back. Moving on, we're going to go into chair pose. So chair pose, massive health benefits once again. And chair pose is one of those ones because I fold in the middle. I give a nice massage to my tummy and my intestines, and it's hard to find good exercises for that area of our body. So on chair pose, I'm going to turn sideways for you. I'm going to literally sit back like I'm sitting in a chair, and I'm going to reach forward. And I want to think about making a line from the tip of my fingertips to my tailbone so that I'm stretching here. And I'm going to hold it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Using my legs, I'm going to stand up, lifting the chest. And I'm going to take a couple of deep breaths. Sometimes people have a tendency in chair pose to hold their breath. Don't do that. Go ahead and continue to breathe. Focus, of course, you're going to breathe, but force the breath. Don't hold it, okay? Let's do that again. All right. Chair pose first. I sit back. I lengthen the spine. Stretching. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to lift up. Take a couple of deep breaths. Make sure there's no dizziness. And I have one more. 3 is kind of our magic number. And down. 1, 2, 3. And lifting up. And relax. And once again, you see me moving isometrically through space, not just flopping around. Okay? So now we've done 3 sun sows and we've done 3 chair poses. Now, we're going to go into Warrior 2. Warrior 2, one of my favorite warrior poses. Remember, in yoga, warrior pose means I can be strong and peaceful. That's a great concept, right? So what we're going to do, I'm going to take my legs apart pretty wide. I'm going to lift up, okay? Now, I'm going to turn towards one side. You choose whichever one. And I kind of want my heel in line with the arch of my back foot. I'm going to lift up and I'm going to press down super strong. Shoulders go down. I'm paying attention to the little toes on my back foot that I don't roll forward on my toes so that my ankles engage back there. Holding the arms here for 3, 2, 3. I'm going to lift up and I'm going to go the other way. Same thing. Little toes. Strong arms. Chin is over this front arm. 1, 2, 3. Lift up and down. Again. 1, 2, 3. Breathing all the while. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Lifting up. Last one in the series. Turning that foot every time. Down. 1, 2, 3. Lifting up. And other side. 1, 2, 3. And up. Very good, guys. I know you're doing awesome. Now we're going to combo this. So now I'm going to take a sun sow into a chair pose, into warrior. Okay? So we're going to put all this together. Now your heart rate should be up because we're firing major muscle groups. So that's where our energy is going to come from. Okay? So this is the cardiovascular factor of yoga that oftentimes gets overlooked. All right? So, and put your feet wherever they're comfortable. We're going to start with sun salutation, hands pressed together, pelvis forward. And down, lifting up. And forward. And halfway up. And down. Bend the knees. Pulling up. Lifting back. Sitting down. Lifting up. Stepping one side or the other. Stepping out. Lifting up. Other way. Lifting up. Very good. Let's do that again. Pull those feet back together. Hands pressed together, pelvis forward. And up. And forward. Halfway up. And down. Carving up. Shoulders down. Rib cage back. And sit. Sit. Using your legs. Standing up. Stepping out. Down. And up. Other way. Down. And up. Arms come down. And we have one more. I'm heating up. So if you feel your body heating up, that's a good thing. All right? We want to get everything flowing. We want to get everything working. Last one in the series. Hands pressed together. Pelvis tilts ever so slightly. I've got a slight bend in my knees. I never want to do this work with an arched back. I don't want that curvature on my spine. I want to try to stack up the spine. And down. And forward. And up halfway. and down. Bend the knees and pull and shoulders down. Now lift the rib cage as you go back. And sit. Long line, tailbone to fingertips. And up, stepping out and out. Breathing up and out and up and relax. How'd you do? I bet you did great. Okay, so we have another combo here, and this is going to be downward dog to plank. Okay, so down dog is where we're going to make a triangle out of our body. So one way to do this is I can bend my knees, I can take my hands down and just walk them out. Now I want to lift my tailbone up in the air. I'm pushing down in those heels. Take a nice little Achilles tendon stretch right here, tummy tight. Now we're going to go to plank. So you can put your knees down on the ground and catch yourself right here and lean forward, or you can go forward and hold yourself up and then put your knees down if you want to. And stay, 2, 3, and lift back up. 2, 3. Again, stay, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3. Last one, forward, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3, and I'm coming down to my knees. How'd you do? I bet you did great. Whew, take a couple of deep breaths, okay? Now, we're going to do camel pose and we're going to do bridge pose. Now, we haven't done this, or you haven't done this with me. You might have done it somewhere else. Camel pose is to open the chest. We believe that camel pose and bridge pose, because we're going to be opening our chest, we'll be opening the pelvis, actually stimulates our adrenal glands. So that's a good thing. We want everything in our body to be charged, okay, and ready to go. So camel pose, you're going to start, and you can come up on your knees, and I'm using a rug. You can use a mat, whatever you want to. And you can put your hands right here behind your back and just lift up here. And that'll work, okay? You can also grab a hold of your heels if you want to and push yourself forward. And that'll work. But anything, really what we're trying to do so that you don't underestimate the position, all I'm really trying to do is get my chest open. So if I want to put my hands behind me right here or on my legs and just lift up, I can do that. So you find your way. We're going to do it 3 times. Each time we do it, we're going to tuck back down, stretch, 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 kind of a rabbit pose or a child's pose or a puppy pose. They're all kind of similar right there. And then come right back to that stretch, okay? So start, if you want to put your hands on your hips, you want to put them on your heels, wherever you want to work, lift the chest and stay. And we're going to tuck down. And we're going to come back up. And I'm going to go just to my back this time and lift. And tuck. And one more. Go back to my heels, mixing it up. And tuck. And relax. How'd you do? That one's kind of complicated. My feet don't love that one either. Okay, the last one in our series, and this is another chest opener. This is another one that we feel like stimulates our adrenal glands, is going to be bridge pose. Okay, so on bridge pose, we're going to lay down. Best part of class, getting to lay down. I'm going to pull those heels in tight. On my bridge pose, I'm going to push way up on those shoulder blades. I can lift my heels if I want to, and I can grasp my hands, but I don't have to. You can do a little or a lot. And we're going to lift up and stay. 2, 3, and now roll down and gently lay your spine along the floor. Pull your knees up to your chest. And we're going to do that again. Put your feet down and lift up on to those shoulders, opening the chest. Lift the heels if you want to, and stay. And down. There's lots of little tricks you can do, or you can do none. Okay? Knees up to your chest. Rock and roll. Last one, and it can be As little as this, guys, I can put my feet here, put my hands out, and just barely pick up my hips. You do you. You do what feels best for your body, and that's perfect. Stay. And back down. Nice. So we're going to sit up. And I am going to take a minute here and stand up. How'd you do? I bet you did great. That completes our Focus 15 Energizer. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, share it with somebody. And please like us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for joining us. Take care.